Hello everyone, and this week on the Burns Redo we are reviewing Super Troopers, which is Heather's pick for this week. Now this is a film that I've seen, it's been on cable and Sky Television quite a lot, and it's one that I never actually sat down and watched because I didn't really like the look of it. It's directed by J. Chandrasekhar, I believe is how I pronounce his name, forgive me, I've actually got hiccups at the moment. He directed The Dukes of Hazzard, the Sean William Scott and Johnny Knoxville version. And it's a film that, like I said, I kind of avoided watching because I just wasn't interested, but when Heather recommended it, I thought to myself, yeah, it's actually an opportunity to watch a film that I otherwise, otherwise wouldn't. So I've actually got hiccups from laughing at this movie, so that's a good sign. Basically, it's about some Vermont state troopers and their rivalry with the local police. And basically, they uncover a drug smuggling ring and conspiracy, and have to try and uncover the truth, basically, and it leads them into some, you know, harebrained schemes and shenanigans. This movie, in terms of its humour, now it's always difficult to review a comedy, excuse me, because comedy is completely subjective. No two people find the same thing funny, which is a problem. This is why I tend to avoid reviewing comedies. But this film is quite funny. It's a similar sense of humour to, I'd say, Anchorman, in the sense that the humour's quite juvenile and simple, but it is well aware of that. It knows it is. And it's for that reason I think that it works on the whole. Now, this film is just over 90 minutes long, and it does feel like a bit of a stretch. It probably would have been better as an hour-long TV special. It does feel, I started to drift off towards the end, but for the most part it works, and the jokes are kind of hit and miss, but for the most part they are hits. Standout moments in the film: the opening scene where the Super Troopers of the title, one played by J. Chandrasekhar himself, basically torment some potheads who they've pulled over. Now, this scene's really well done, and it really sets up the kind of humour that's going to be throughout the film, and I really quite enjoyed it. Now, I'm not really a fan of, like, stoner movies. Well, I suppose it depends on under which circumstances you're watching them, but I'm not into, like, stoner movies like that, but I did enjoy this, and I thought that it was quite funny. It did make me laugh. It's the first comedy in quite a while that actually made me laugh, and more often than not, the jokes did make me laugh. Now, I thought they went a bit too far now and again, and ran certain jokes into the ground, but for the most part, it worked. There really isn't much I can say about this movie, although it is funny, and it is a good time, and I would recommend it, especially if you like to see Brian Cox acting drunk, which was quite funny to see. And it's released under the Broken Lizard banner, and I believe these guys made a few movies, and it's actually prompted me to maybe hunt out their other ones. But Super Troopers is an enjoyable, fun little comedy, and I would recommend it. But there's not too much there. I mean, it's probably not going to be memorable. You'll forget it 5 minutes after watching it. But there are a couple of moments that were quite funny. And I thought the standout in the film was actually the director himself, J. Chandrasekhar. He's actually hilarious. I thought he was really good and definitely the standout of the movie. And there's a couple of one-liners in there that really made me kind of belly laugh. So I did really enjoy it. And it only cost, I actually never owned this. I picked it up specifically to review it this week. It only costs, like, I think $2.99 on Amazon, so I would definitely recommend picking it up. And it's the sort of thing, it's perfect to watch when you've got a group of friends around and you're all drinking beer. Those are probably the perfect circumstances under which to watch this movie. So I would definitely recommend Super Troopers.